And on that trip to the Philippines, the U.S. Defense Chief will hold talks with his Philippine counterpart and President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. in Manila. Top of Mr. Austin's agenda, that's going to be securing expanded U.S. military access to key bases in the archipelago. The move will give American forces a strategic position to mount operations in the event of a conflict in Taiwan or the South China Sea. And for more on this, Nick Harper joins us live from Washington, D.C. Good morning to you, Nick. U.S. military, it's poised to secure new access to key Philippine bases. What is the long-term goal with this move? Give us some context.
Dawn, this is really all about what we've seen from the Biden administration during the last 2 years since Joe Biden came into the White House, really trying to extend and strengthen cooperation in the Indo-Pacific region. He's been very adamant that he wants to strengthen those alliances, to build on partnerships within the region, really to try and have as much US engagement in the region as possible. And this certainly doubles down on this. It'll be the 6th visit to the region for Lloyd Austin. The Department of Defense says this is all about strengthening and bolstering US regional alliances and partnerships with the aim of sustaining and ensuring regional peace and security. From a very practical point of view, the thinking is that this will give the US access to 2 key military bases in the Philippines. There may be additional sites that are added, and that would allow the US to position itself within the Philippines territories to be able to have a base of operations to look ahead to the future should there be an attack of Taiwan. From there, it would be very much in a forward operating position and able to offer support from there. But also by putting US troops in the region, by having a much stronger US presence, the hope from the United States and from the Philippines is it would just act as a deterrent that even if it doesn't go all the way in the future to us seeing an attack of Taiwan, by having this stronger US presence, it sends a very strong message to Beijing that the US is there, that it's standing by, and that would hopefully deter Beijing from acting.
And also, Nick, you know, the effort of Mr. Austin to strengthen Washington's presence via these alliances you've mentioned, that's important. But what's the significance of the timing, though, for his visit to Manila?
Well, this seems to be very much the advance guard from Lloyd Austin, heading to the region, heading to South Korea and to the Philippines, just a few days ahead of the US Secretary of State Antony Blinken heading to Beijing. He'll be there this weekend for some very important talks. So here we are seeing Lloyd Austin, the defense chief, in the region, showing that the US has those strong partnerships with South Korea, with the Philippines. And therefore, it somewhat puts Mr. Blinken in a position of strength when he heads to Beijing. We do know that the Philippines has been concerned for some time about Chinese aggression in the region, that assertions that they've been making in the South China Sea. So it certainly helps to settle minds among the South Korean and Philippine allies, but it also sends that message from the US that it has strengthened the partnerships just ahead of that important visit by Secretary Blinken.